in the last few months, I've been doing a lot of your reading and meditations and your YouTube channel, which has been great. And it's really helped my way of life and living and meditation. Um, my question isn't sort of about a personal circumstance. It's more a kind of more of the theory and the rational understanding of your teaching. And I identify with the I am being this, as you called it, a very thin identity within each of us. And there's the me, which is the self experiencing and identifying with that. And I just get, like everybody, entangled in the content of my experience most of the day, and work hard at sort of observing that that's happening. But you said just probably a few minutes ago about the individuality of us, in individuation, I think you used. And yet, whilst we're this sort of thin individual, we're also part of the whole. Why is it do you think that we've evolved over so many thousands of years to become so individualistic, that has conditioned us, our minds and our whole approach to life and lifestyle to be so individualistic? And why has that happened? And how does that fit with your understanding of our purpose on earth?
The individual, the individuated self, whether it be a human being or a dog or a tree or a bird, is functional. In order to function, we have to be individuated, as a body, as a mind, as an experience, and so on. Otherwise, we'd just be a blob, right?
Yeah.
So there is that without that individuation, there's no form, there's no play of the form, there's no manifest. Yeah. So in order for there to be manifest, there must seemingly be many separate parts or separate forms. On a more direct and level, and one that may be helpful, it's not why has this happened, and why have we become more entrenched in our separation. Well, the reason we've become more entrenched in our separation is simply an ego identity has taken over. Why? Ultimately, I don't know, but that's what's happened. We're now at a position where we can awaken out of that dream of separation. And individuals have over many eons, and perhaps are increasingly awakening out of that dream to some extent. What's more to me, more direct and important here, is that the emotions and the contractions and the experiences and the pain and whatever we call it that we experience as individual human beings is always a doorway to the recognition of the truth of being. They're not impediments. They're not blockages. They appear to be blockages. But for those who are available, as I expect you are, and everyone that is here is, and as I was on my journey through this discovery, was that everything that appears, whether it be grief, whether it be abandonment, whether it be some aspect of pain, challenge, and difficulty, is the very doorway to the recognition of that which we truly are as the infinite, unbounded beingness that is one. Why? Because everything that appears as a challenge, a pain, a problem, a this or a that, invites us to soften and allow. And in that softening and allowing, the separate self comes undone. So the infinite, the one being, which is not a being, but beingness itself, can only know itself through the focal point of an individuation. We're not many parts within the one being. We are focal points for the one being, each one a unique focal point.
Okay.
And what appears as your life, your pain, your trauma, your challenge doesn't actually belong to that focal point. It's a doorway for that focal point to know itself as that which is innately whole, untainted, unharmed, as beingness itself.